The story of the family farm starts on a small farm I grew up on with my family, which I eventually left and went to college. And while there, I got that itch for the big city life and the pursuit of wealth and what I thought was happiness. But unfortunately, it was not until working many hours and a decade later that I realized what was truly important and the toll it had taken on my parents. Sadly, I didn't realize any of this until I got that fateful call and realized it was too late. And I discovered what was truly important in life and returned back home to the family farm. So join me as we try to save what is left of the family farm and restore my parents' legacy. Howdy, and welcome in here as we are heading over to the farm I got in my inheritance. And it's been about 2 years since I've had that call, and unfortunately it just took a while to get everything squared away in my old job and everything squared away in my old place and all of that taken care of, and get the inheritance tax, all that stuff, and that was expensive. And I'm broke. So we're going to turn right here at the lamppost and head down this road. This will take us down to the farm. The only problem with all that 2-year period is everything has overgrown. All the fields are gone now. They're just, it's just overgrown with grass, weeds, and bushes. Even the road up here to the farm is, this is going to be a lot of work. But I think we can get it back to its former glory and, achieve the goal my parents had for this farm, which they were never able to realize that dream after I went to college. And that is definitely a regret I have, but I'm hoping now I can achieve that legacy they wanted for the farm. So let's pull in here and let's just take a look around the farm and see what we have to work with. I know we have some equipment. Let's just head up here real quick first and just see. I think this was just a storage area. Some chairs there. Hey, want to come up there and read a book, get away from everything? Got a place. So over here we have a windrow and our tedder, so we can make hay if we have a mower. I believe there's 2 tractors, but I'm not positive on that. We have our sheep barn right here. Open this up here, we'll go around the back. I know this is not a large one. I know my dad wanted to eventually at some point down the road expand, but he was never able to, and never even really realize the potential of this one. So we're gonna start small, hopefully. And I mean, this is a big hope here because, again, I only have 5,000 in the bank. But hopefully we'll be able to get some sheep at some point here and start making some money from that, I'm hoping. I really do, because, again, 5,000 is all I've got, and I owe the bank $100,000. So, yeah. But, so this way here, this was the silo. And it is bone dry. But the land manager did say it is fully operational, so it's ready to go. We don't have any, I remember him saying we don't have any trailers. So if you want to do any grain crops, it's going to be a lot of money. So that probably won't happen, at least for a few years. But we do have a baler. Okay, that's a big thing there, because I'm like, if we don't have a mower and a baler, we had a tender windrow, then we're totally done. Let's see what's in here. Tractor. Okay, good. We have a tractor. I know the land manager said that there was 2 tractors, but it's like I'm feeling a little worried. But we do have this one. It's pretty dirty, but he did say they're all in great working order, so we should be good there. Let's head back here where we have, and I see a mower. Okay, so we can make hay. We can't do silage though, which is unfortunate, but we can do hay. We have our telehandler there, which I know like that was like the most recent purchase my dad did, which is part of the loan. Reason I have a loan and all this debt and no money, but we needed it, so that's good. That and the skid steer. All right, so we have a bale trailer here, which is good, and we do have a place here for milking our cows. Now this he had put this in. This was like one of the most latest additions. It was still some work being done on it, but that kind of all stopped. But it is fully operational and done, and it's ready to go. We have our little slurry channel there, and this has a large pasture out the back side here, although it is very, very overgrown. I might have to figure out how to get a bush hog in here, get that mower in here, and just like mow all this up, because there is a lot of bushes in here and weeds, and I think I kind of want to get rid of all that before we get any cows. We have time, because it's gonna be a while before I can afford to get cows. I think we'll probably start with sheep, because I think they're going to be cheaper and easier to do, considering what we have starting here. So this kind of brings me to my plan, although I just kind of realized something. Where's the second tractor? Huh. Maybe it's over there on the other side of the house. Let's head back here though real quick before we head over there. So out here, I know my parents, they had 4 fields, and this used to be one of the fields right here. It is completely overgrown. So yeah, so what the land manager said, there is no fields. So we're gonna have to plow those at some point, plow up and make fields, but that's gonna cost money because I don't have a plow. I haven't seen one. Let's see what's in here. Oh, this is my dad's workshop. Yeah, still some of his tools in here. I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably not gonna be using this much because I was never good with this. I kind of left all that behind when I went to the city, which was probably the biggest mistake I ever made. But, you know, it's done. But here we go, our other tractor. This one does not look good. Oh man, I'm a little worried about this one. Let's hop in here and see. Hopefully this will start right up. It did. Okay. Well, the land manager was correct. Everything is in good running order. It doesn't look good, but it's in good running order. I think over here we just had a little storage area. Just a bunch of junk in here. Yeah, not much in there. All right, so let's go ahead and hop here in the tractor. We're gonna start with doing some mowing, I guess, because I have all that weeds and out there where the field used to be. I think if we just mow a big section of that, make some hay, and okay, I didn't hit the wall. Whoops. That was almost a big whoops. But yeah, we'll have to make some hay bales. Hopefully I can make some money off of that, and then we'll sell those. I won't get enough for a wrapper, but maybe we could lease one from the store, do some more mowing, and make some silage, because yeah, I need some money fast. Now the land manager did tell me that there are some people around in the area that I can hire as workers to get some of the help out on the farm here, which is going to be huge, because I need the help. So let me get this all set up here, and I'll hire someone to start on the mowing out there in the wilderness, and I'll get set up on the other tractor with the tedder so I can start tedding and making hay, and hopefully we can get this done today and get everything baled up and make some money. At least I hope. That's the goal. Man, I really hope I do make some money. If not, I am totally screwed. All right, we are out here in the Volvo doing some farming. Yay! I mean, it's grass work, but it's farming. Oh, yeah, so this is going to take a while. The worker is, I got him out there doing the mowing. They did 2 headlands. I'm just kind of going through here tedding that. And then once they're done with the mowing, I'll get them started on doing the windrowing. Then once I finish the tedding, I'll grab the baler. So try to keep things moving along here. So let me get along with getting this field tedded as the worker gets all the mowing done, and hopefully this will give us a good amount of hay. I don't know how much we're gonna get, but I'm hoping it's a lot because money. It's straight up money. That's I'm really worried about that right now. Oh man, I just hope this. I hope we make some. All right, it's been a few hours, but we're making progress. We're a lot of the field's been mowed. Well, it's not really a field. We're making a field, I guess. Got a lot of mowing done. Got a lot of tedding done. We're definitely over the halfway mark on this part. And again, the plan I have on this is I want to get all this baled up. We'll probably keep a couple of bales of hay because I want to get some sheep at some point here soon. So I want to keep a couple of bales of hay. But we're going to sell most of those bales. So we might keep like 3 bales. We're going to sell the rest. And hopefully that will give us enough money to lease or finance a bale wrapper. I really hope it does, because there's more mowing I want to do. We'll have to do that later, but for now, it's pretty much we need to get this done. Make enough money, I'm hoping, and then once that's all done, the rest of the mowing is going to be straight up silage bales, and those will take a couple of months to ferment to be able to become silage. But when we do, we'll make some good money on that. So that I don't want to spend all the money we make from the hay because I need it to last a couple of months. Which means we probably won't be able to get any sheep yet. But that's fine. Right now it's just about surviving. Just surviving these first couple of months. And then at some point, hopefully we'll start making some good money. All right, we got all the tedding done, all the mowing done. Got our worker going right there with the windrower. The suspension on these tractors, they ain't got the air ride. And I did have a chance one time to drive a tractor with air ride suspension. Oh man, that was such a smooth ride. Yeah, this is a bumpy ride. I might need to see a chiropractor or a massage therapist or something after all this. But I'm gonna get hooked up to the baler, and I'll follow our helper here and start building up all that hay, and hopefully we'll get some. Oops, right, get the right shed there. But hopefully we'll get a lot of bales out of this. That's the hope. Please let it be so. Alright, I am here on the second headland. I've got a couple of bales, so that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm actually kind of a little encouraged by this. I don't know what the prices are. I haven't checked that out yet. But I'm hoping we'll make some good, I mean, it's hay. I'm hoping we make good money for hay. I just have this sinking feeling that this is not the best time to sell hay. But we're going to have to sell it. So hopefully the prices are somewhat good. Fingers crossed on that. But yeah, so let me continue on with getting the rest of this field built up, and then we'll need to start getting those bales loaded into our trailer, and plus keep 3 of the bales for ourselves for once we get sheep. But yeah, oh boy. I'll feel a lot better once we get that first paycheck from this hay. So I decided to take a break from the baling. Our helper out there still, as you can see, is doing the windrowing. But I wanted to grab the telehandler here and go pick up a couple of these bales. So we get them, out of the way of our helper with the telehandler and get them loaded onto the bale trailer. That way we just don't have like any bales in the way. So let me get these picked up, loaded onto our trailer, and then we will continue on with getting the rest of this field done. Alright, as I'm getting these bales loaded up here, I think what I'm going to do is, make sure I hit this lined up. Alright, there we go. I think what I'll do is I'm going to disconnect the tractor from this bale trailer, go grab my truck, connect it up to the bale trailer, and then I'm going to hire another helper to finish baling up the field so I can just focus on collecting the bales. Let me get these strapped down so they don't move because, when I disconnect this, it's going to lean. I don't want bales flying, okay? Safe work environment, yes. But yeah, so let me get the worker going, the helper going on this baling, and then I'll continue with picking up the rest of the bales. All right, all of the windrowing is done, so we're getting the Fiat Acre parked here, and yes, this tractor has seen some better days, but you know what? It works. It does the job, and that's really all I can ask of it. Especially right now with what little money I have. I mean, that I need it to work and it's doing its job, so I'm happy. But I'm gonna continue on. Well, I'm gonna have the helper continue on building up the rest of our hay there, and I'll get all the bales picked up, and hopefully we'll make some good money. Howdy, and welcome back here on the family farm, where we are making slow progress. Well, we haven't really made any progress yet. We've actually gone backwards, but we're about ready to go forward. So we have all the bales loaded up onto the bale trailer, all those hay bales. I don't think we're going to make a whole lot of money, but I'm hoping we do. But before I head into town here, I'm going to back this up to the mower here, and we're going to get this out in another piece of land we have, and I'm going to get a helper started on mowing that area so we can make some more grass bales, which I'm hoping we make enough money from the hay to buy a wrapper so that we can make silage bales, because that's going to be worth a whole lot more money. So let me get this over here with a worker and get them going on the mowing, and then we're going to hop in the truck and head into town and get the bales sold. And as we're getting the worker going here, I do want to mention, if you've been enjoying this series, be sure and hit that like button. It helps out a lot, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the series so far. All right, we are headed into town with our load of hay bales. I don't think we're going to get a ton of money. I mean, we might get about 20,000 or somewhere around there, if we're lucky. But the problem is, like, this is not the best time to sell it, but we have to sell the hay now because we're almost out of money, and I got payments. I got a loan payment. I really need a bale wrapper so that we can make silage bales, but to do that I need some cash, so we're going to sell the bales now, even though it's not the best time, and hopefully make enough to where we can at least, we won't be able to buy a bale wrapper, but hopefully we'll make enough to where we can make the down payment to finance one. That's the hope. So let's get these bales sold here. And then I'm going to head over to Los Santos Customs and see if they have a bale wrapper that we can finance. And then we'll head back to the farm, check and see how the mowing is coming along. Well, we only got 18,000, but still, we're going to have to make it work. So let's get in here. I'm going to get the bale wrap and finance that, and then we're going to head back to the farm and get started on doing some more grass work, hopefully before the day ends, because there's a lot of grass work to do and we're running out of time fast. And we've made it back here at the farm. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna park the truck here just on this field we've already finished, so it's ready to go for the other field well, they're not really fields yet, but they will be at some point. They'll be fields. Because we're going to hop here in the old Volvo, and we're going to head back into town, pick up our bale wrapper, and then get back out here and do some baling. Alright, we have made it back here on the farm. We got our bale wrapper parked, and we're out here in this large area. It's not a field yet, but I kind of want to make this a field, but that's going to be later. But we're getting this all this grass or meadow grass all baled up here, and then once we get some bunch of bales, we'll start wrapping these up and make some silage, and hopefully in a couple of months we'll make some good money. I sure hope so. I sure do. Now I want to talk about like what my plan is. So we have a lot of land here. All of it's overgrown. My parents used to have, like I mentioned, 4 different fields. I think for now I'm going to start off with maybe doing like 2 or 3 fields. I'm not sure on that. I haven't quite narrowed it down. But I'm hoping that we make enough money so that when it comes time for doing some spring planting, by then we'll have made enough money from silage to where we can get a plow. We might have to lease it. We might actually have to lease a tractor to pull the plow, because I don't know if our tractor is going to have enough horsepower to do it. But I want to plow up at least one of our small fields and get it established, and we'll probably do a spring crop, like maybe either oats or soybeans or something like that, or sorghum, just to get a crop in the ground and become a real farm. Now, the only problem with that is like there's a lot of costs, a lot of I want to say hidden costs, but they're kind of surprise costs with all that. So I want to make sure we have enough money. We're going to have to lease stuff at the very beginning here, because it's going to be a couple years before we can start buying stuff, and it's going to take a while. So we're going to have to, if we need to do something, we're going to have to lease it, and just unfortunately that's the best way for us to be able to get this farm up and running again, and it's pretty much also our only option. So let me continue on with getting this build up here, and hopefully we're kind of racing against the clock here, so I want to try and get this done as fast as possible before it gets dark. So to kind of make things run more efficient here, I have grabbed another helper and have them doing up the baling, and I'm just going around here and getting some of these bales moved over, because there's a couple of them that are going to be in the way as we are doing the mowing, doing the baling, because we're doing it all at once here. and a lot of that's just because, well, you see the time there. Time is flying by, and it's starting to have some of the dust colors here coming in. So we want to try and get as much done as we can before it gets dark, because I want to get as many bales wrapped before we have to call it a day. So I can get these started fermenting now, because the sooner they're fully fermented and turned to silage, the sooner we get paid, and that's a big deal right now, because yeah, I got money coming out of the bank account every month with the loan payment, plus we now have even more coming out because I financed that bale wrapper. But it's a must. We needed it. We gotta have it. All right, so I'm going to continue on here and get the rest of these bales moved out of the way, and then we'll see how far we can get before it gets dark. Well, it's getting dark here pretty fast, a lot faster than I thought it would. So I decided to pause the baling, the mowing, and the mower was pretty far ahead of the baling, so I'll let the baler keep going. But we have quite a few bales out, so I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping those, so that way we at least have some bales that are wrapped and can start fermenting before we have to call it a day and put a pause in our operation, because yeah, once it gets dark, it's pretty much hard to keep on going. And it's dark. It's gotten dark. Yeah, man, like I said, it got dark pretty fast. It just kept getting darker and darker and darker. So this is our last bale here to wrap. So what I'm going to do is we're going to call it a day, and then we'll pick it up early in the morning and finish off mowing this area and getting the rest of the grass baled up, and then getting all those bales wrapped. All right, it is the next morning. It's bright, it's early, and we got both helpers out there finishing up the mowing, doing some belling. I'm going to hop in the telehandler here and start picking up some of these bales while they're doing that. And then once the worker's done with the mowing, I'll probably do some bale wrapping or something along those lines. We'll figure it out. But for now, I'm gonna hop here in the class and get the rest of these bales. Well, the ones that are wrapped, get these loaded up into our bale trailer. And hopefully, if we get a bunch. I think we got a bunch. It was kind of hard to tell last night because it was dark, but there was already quite a few bales, which has me really, really excited and hopeful. You know, I gotta say, there's just something relaxing about stacking bales, doing grass work and all of it. It's really relaxing. I just love doing it. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I don't know. All right, let's get these bales put here on the trailer, and then we're gonna finish grabbing the rest of them. But I mean, yeah, nothing to see here. Nothing to see. Nothing happened. But yeah, we're gonna get the rest of these bales loaded up here as I try it again. But yeah, we already got 6 bales. That's awesome, and there's a whole bunch more out there. So I'm thinking we might have a at least 1.5 to 2 trailer loads, and that's good. That's gonna be some good money for the farm. I mean, it's much needed, much needed. All right, I think I got these here correct. All right, there we go. Let's move this over a little bit, actually. Yes, I know, my OCD, trying to get them perfect. All right, that's actually just about perfect. Awesome. So let me get these strapped down, and then I'm gonna finish getting the rest of the bales loaded up here, and continue on with yeah, doing some wonderful grass work. All right, the mowing is all done. You can see our helper over there heading back towards the edge of the field by where the farm is, and we're just have a couple of rows of baling, and then we'll be all done with this baling. So I think what I'm going to do here is once I finish up the baling, I'm going to hop in the other tractor and take it over to one of our other areas and do some more mowing. It's a little smaller area, but that would, I mean, I just want to maximize the amount of silage bales we're gonna get, because I really want to achieve that goal of doing some spring planting and making some actual fields. And if we can do that, if we can make enough money, then we will be able to do that. In addition to that, I also want to get some sheep as soon as possible. We have the food. I don't want to spend any money getting the sheep yet, so we won't be able to do that until we sell the first silage bales. Once that happens, the first thing we're going to do is probably get our sheep, and then we'll just keep saving the rest up for working towards doing the spring planting, which means we're going to do some plowing. We'll probably have to, do some, put some lime down, do some fertilizing and all of that, and then we have to lease a planter as well. It's all getting expensive fast, so hence why we're trying to get a bunch of silage bales. So let me finish this up here, and then we will get the mower started on the other area. Alright, so I'm getting tired of driving through bushes. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of extra mowing here just to kind of create a little path. Eventually sometime I'll probably put an actual path in, but for now we're just going to create a mowed path where we have, get between fields and get between the fields and the farm without having to drive through bushes, because that was like, wait, where's the field? Can't see where I'm going. So this will help out a lot. So just a little path over here back towards the farmyard, and there we go. All right, we are good to go. So let me get this turned off, folded up here, and that'll work. That'll work. All right, so we're gonna head over here on the other side of the farm, because we have there's land all around the farm here that we own. But we're gonna do a little bit more mowing. This area over here is not as big. It's a little bit smaller, but I know my parents used to have a field over here. and it actually was a grass field. Go figure. But you know, it's something that, you know, when we get established, I would definitely want to plow it up and put some good quality grass in. But for now, we're just gonna do some mowing. Well, actually, our helper's gonna do some mowing. So let me get them going, and then I'm gonna head back over and do some more bale wrapping. Made it back over here, and we're getting these, well, the rest of the bales wrapped, and there's a lot of bales. I am really excited about this. We're gonna make some good money off of this silage. I mean, I'm pretty confident in saying that. I think we'll make some really good money. So let me get the rest of these bales all wrapped up here, and then we'll kind of do a tally and see how many bales we ended up with. So this is pretty awesome here. We ended up with 21 bales, and that's gonna be awesome. I cannot wait for that payday. Let me head over here. I'm going to grab our truck because I parked it over there when I was loading those bales, and now we're over here on this side of the field, or it's not really a field yet. Someday this will be a field. Let's bring this over here because this is where all the rest of the bales are. But yeah, as you can see, we've already got quite a few bales here on the trailer, and there's still quite a few bales left on the field. And yeah, in total 21, and we're already working on the other field. So once we get all that mowed up, we'll do some more baling over there. But let me just park this here, and I'll keep on getting the rest of these bales picked up and put away.
Dear friends and gentle hearts, the time has come to part. The jig is up now, so lay me down.
Howdy, and welcome back here as we are continuing on in episode 3 of the inheritance here on the family farm. And if you remember from the last episode, we got all of our bales here. I'm going to leave these on the trailer because, well, they're loaded up and ready to go. And the only place we have to park them here is our little silo pass-through area. So I'm just going to open these doors here, get this bale trailer parked in here. That way it's out of the weather, and we can just let these bales ferment, and when they're ready to go, we'll just take this trailer straight to the animal dealer and get these sold. Just pull forward here a little bit more. All right, I think we're good there. All right, so we can just leave that parked there. And now if you remember from our last episode, I already have a helper over on our other little small area kind of field, maybe, I don't know. It's an area on our land that used to be a field, and we're mowing it. So we're going to hop here in the Volvo and get over there and do some baling and see if we can get some more bales so we can make some more silage. Because I want to get as many as we can because we need to buy some sheep. We need to do some plowing. I want to get at least one field plowed before spring, and we also need to have some money for, you know, doing things like liming, fertilizing, leasing a planter, and all that stuff. So let's get over here and get us some more bales, and yeah, we're just trying to get as many bales as we can at this point because this is all going to be very, very expensive. Well, the helper had a huge head start on me, and they're all done. So I'm going to keep on building up this, and then actually, what I may do is hop in that tractor and head over to the farm and grab the bale wrapper because I'm just kind of realizing we're on a bit of a slope here. So yeah, I might have to wrap those bales and pick them up right away because that's gonna roll down the hill, and I don't want to lose any bales. They're worth way too much money, way too much. And I got the mower all put away, and we have a helper out there on the field continuing on with the baling. I'm going to grab the bale wrapper here, and then we'll head back out there, start wrapping up some bales. And after I get a few wrapped, I'll come back over here, grab our telehandler, and get back out there and pick up those bales so they don't roll down the hill. Because again, I don't want to lose any bales because they're just too valuable, and we need them all. Well, I got a couple of bales wrapped, but they're rolling down the hill, so I ran back over to the farm and grabbed our telehandler here so we can get these bales picked up and at least in a safe place so we don't lose any. Because yeah, they were just taking off. I wrapped this one like way up there to the left. So yeah, there's definitely some motion happening on these bales. And we got all the bales wrapped and they're put away. I'm just folding that up here, but it gave me an idea here. So I'm going to give Frank a call over at Los Santos and see if he would be willing to do a deal. So I'm just give him a call real quick here.
Los Santos Customs, this is Frank. How can I help you today?
Hey Frank, this is Rambo over at the farm, and I wanted to talk to you about hopefully making a deal. I have 2 pieces of equipment here on the farm that I don't need and want to get rid of, and I'm hoping I can send those over to you. And also want to talk about leasing a something to plow up one of my fields, and also a tractor to pull the plow.
Well, you're in luck, because I usually can't buy used equipment. However, a new farm is being built on the other side of the valley, and the owner is looking for equipment. I also have an extra tractor and plow I can lease out to you as well. What are the brands and models of the equipment you want to sell?
That is great news, and that's actually great. Another farm moving into the area. We need more of that. So the equipment I have, one is a Samaz windrower. The model number is a Z2-840. It's in really good shape. Hasn't been used that much. And also have a Krone Vinro 820 Highland tedder as well.
Tell you what, bring those on down to the dealership and I will give you a fair price for them, which will more than cover your leasing costs for the plow and tractor.
Oh, that is outstanding news. Wow, that'd be great. So I'll get these brought down to you in a little bit there, and we can get this deal done.
Sounds excellent, Rambo. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
All right, that is awesome news. So I'm going to get these hooked up to the tractor. Well, I'll have to make 2 trips, but I'm going to get them hooked up and down to the dealership and get the deal done with Frank. Already dropped off the windrow, and I got the tedder on the back of the tractor here, and we're all pulling into town here. And it is a small town, but it sounds like things are going to start growing here with another farm, and I may have to find out where that's located at, because we could probably do some business. I'm not sure what type of farm it is, but they may need some silage bales or something. Get this dropped off here. All right, there we go. All right, so let me get this parked here, and I'm gonna head in and talk to Frank and find out what type of tractor and plow we're gonna lease. While Frank was a man of his word, we ended up with $13,000 after the leasing costs, and we'll be able to recoup some of the leasing costs, the security deposit, once we return everything. So we got this. This is probably way overkill, but it's what he had available. So we're gonna get this hooked up to the plow. This is a monster tractor, man. This thing is huge. I have never been in one this big before, so this is it's kind of cool. I mean, yeah, it's not new, but you know what? This would definitely be a nice little treat to drive compared to the my tractors, which, man, I feel every single bump on those, and this one has a pretty smooth ride on it. We are just about back at the farm here with the big old beast of a tractor and our plow. Well, not our plow, but the one we leased to get this field all plowed up. Frank is actually behind me in the Volvo. He wanted to take a little break from the store. He said he would walk back once we get here. It turns out it's actually not that far of a walk, because we're actually pretty close to town as the crow flies. The roads, it's a little bit longer actually. So yeah, appreciate that. So let me just say goodbye to Frank, and then we'll get started on doing some plowing. And we are out here on the field, and we're going to start with this field. I'm not sure how many fields we'll be able to plow. I'm going to pretty much go until it gets dark. So it might just be this one. I don't know. We'll see. So let's just check this out here. Get it all unfolded, and this is actually a pretty nice plow setup here. That's actually it's actually a really nice one. But we have a big tractor here, and this should have no problem pulling that. So let's go ahead and get started here. Let me just go ahead and drop it down here. Get it lined up with the edge though. Alright, we're good to go. So yeah, let's get started on this. I'll do a couple of headlands once everything's good. So let's see, am I lined up? Okay, yeah. So the plow is a little bit wider than the tire width. So as long as I keep the tires a little bit away from the edge there, I should be hitting right on there. So let me get this field all plowed up here, and then we'll see when we're all done if I have time to do another field or not.
We're on a boat, we're feeling fine. Drinking Tennessee whiskey, a big blue sky. We're going up, we're coming down. There's a party on the water, it's a hell of a time. We're on a boat, we're killing time. In our own honky tonk with a bottle of wine. We're going up, we're coming down. Cheers to feeling alright, it's a hell of a time. Hell of a time. Yeah, we're chilling out here, ladies in the rear, our feet in the water, top disappears, drinking Malibu Patron, or a beer in a cup. We all get to dance and I get to chancing, kissing that country girl, romancing, a whole lot of love, bumping out of the box. Yeah, we're on a boat, we're feeling fine. Drinking Tennessee whiskey, a big blue sky. We're going up, we're coming down. Here's the feeling alright, it's a hell of a time. We're on a boat, we're killing time. In our own honky tonk, beat the big blue sky. We live it up, we got it down. Here's the feeling alright, it's a hell of a time. I'm falling for a small town girl. So kiss me, darling. Rock my world. Rock my world. Rock my world. Yeah, now it's a hell. We're on a boat. We're feeling fine. Drinking Tennessee whiskey.
So two things. One, this took a whole lot longer than I thought it would, and two, we got a lot of stones, which means I'm gonna have to lease a stone picker of some sort, because there's no way I can leave all these rocks in the field and lease a planter. I mean, that would ruin that planter, and I'd have to pay for that repair bill, and I can't afford that. So we're gonna have to lease a rock picker as well. One more cost, why not? But we're almost done here. Just a couple of rows left, and this field will be all plowed up. I had hoped, if it hadn't taken this long, I'd hoped to do another field. I didn't think I'd be able to do the field to the right of us because that's a large area. I was thinking maybe that small grass field we had over there, but given the time, I don't think we'll be able to do that. So let me finish this up, and then we're gonna take this back over to the dealership and get it returned, and hopefully get most of our security deposit back. Well, we are arriving back here in town as the sun is starting to go down, and I discovered something here. My dad didn't have a pressure washer, which I find hard to believe, so I think something happened to it, but I had no way to clean this, so yeah, I'm gonna have to return it dirty. Part of the lease agreement is I have to return it cleaned, or they will charge a cleaning fee, so hopefully that won't be too much. But let me head in here and talk to Frank, let him know. I mean, I thought I had one. I don't even have a hose, so I need to go shopping. But let me get this in and see how much that cleaning is going to cost us. Well, we ended up getting $5,094 back on the security deposits, but there was a $654 cleaning fee and some other little, I guess there was like a little something got broken or something like that on the plow. But we ended up with $4,440 back, so works out. We have $30,000 in the bank, which is better than we started today. So overall, a plus. And especially if you add in, we got a plowed field. So we're getting one step closer and we almost have enough money to maybe look at getting some sheep. But we're going to leave that for next month because we're going to wrap up this month with a win. Howdy, and welcome back here to a beautiful fall morning in October. Though it is a little bit of a late start here because I was doing some shopping. I went and ordered some pressure washers and some hoses so we can clean stuff. Because as we discovered last month, when I leased the tractor and the plow, I had nothing to clean it, and that cost me a ton of money. I also did move some stuff around, so I parked both the tractors in here just to make it easier, make it simpler, have everything in one place. But we're gonna start it here in the Feed Agri, and we're gonna do some mowing on one of the other little areas we have here on the property, and we'll have a helper do that while we head into town because I need to buy an animal trailer, and also I want to get sheep. We're gonna do sheep. This has been a goal. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it this month. In addition to that, there's been some a lot of stir around town over the last month as a new farm has opened up on the other side of the valley. Well, it's not the other side of the valley, but somewhere on the other side of the valley, a new farm, and evidently they brought in a ton of money, and they've been investing in the community, and there's been a lot of growth around town and a lot of buzz. So I'm kind of curious to check it out, and also I want to find out where this farm is, because from the buzz around town, it's like it's a top-notch farm. So hopefully I'll be able to find it out and go check it out. And I also have an ulterior motive, in that is we're about ready to make a bunch of silage bales, and I need some place to sell those, and they might be a person to buy it from us. So let me get the worker started on this, and then we're going to head into town and get some business done. Got our helper out there mowing some grass, which is a very vital thing for us right now. And as you can see, as we're heading to town here, up on the right, we have a couple of new businesses. The one on the far right there is a restaurant. They are not open yet, but there is a market here, which they basically buy all the produce and sell it there, as well as some other items. And it's making me want to get a greenhouse, make a little extra money. Up here in front of us is a brand new gas station. They just finished building that, but it is not yet opened. And from my understanding, all three of those new businesses were actually built by the owners of the new farm. So they're evidently loaded, which can work out for us if they want to buy a lot of silage. But let me pull up here, and we're going to head in and talk to Frank and see if I can get a good deal on an animal trailer.
Good morning, Rambo. How can I help you today?
Good morning to you too, Frank. I'm here because I am heading over to the animal dealer to talk to Janessa about getting some sheep, and I need a way to transport animals. So I'm gonna need an animal trailer that can transport both sheep and cows.
Well, I think I have just what you need in stock. I have a livestock trailer that I just acquired, which can hold up to 12 sheep or 5 cows. And the price is $17,500. I understand that money is tight, so I can offer you a 6-month financing plan for $2,975 per month.
You know what? That sounds perfect. Let's do it. Say, quick question. Do you know anything about the new farm owners out there? I've been hearing a lot of rumors, and I know very little about them or even where their farm is.
Janessa knows far more about them than I do, but what I do know so far is that the Hammonds own the farm and come from old money. I also know that the owner, Mark Hammond, is the CEO of a large corporation called Global Company. They moved into the old manor house down the road and have plans to renovate it. They have spent a considerable amount of money building the farm.
That is indeed interesting. And they come from old money, you say? Well, I mean, it seems like they've been good by the community, so hopefully their intentions are good. Well, I'll have to follow up with Janessa to figure out where it's at, because I actually want to talk to them about maybe making a deal to buy some silage for me. I'm hoping that they might have a need for it, because it turns out I have a bunch of it and I need to sell it.
Yes, Janessa is who you need to talk to. I believe she just delivered a ton of cows to them, so I bet they will be looking for feed for all those cows. Now let me get this paperwork drawn up and get you on your way.
All right, so we got the trailer all lined up and wasn't too bad. We're able to finance it, so it's affordable, and we have enough money left over to get the sheep. So I'm gonna head over here, get these trailer hooked up, and then we'll head over and talk with Janessa about getting some sheep, and then also maybe find out more if we can about the Hammonds and where this farm is located at.
Good morning, Rambo. How is your day going? Are you enjoying this beautiful weather we've been having?
Good morning to you too, and I'm having a great day and loving the weather. How about yourself? How is your day going?
I'm doing great. How can I help you today?
Well, I'm wanting to get some sheep. I'm thinking probably a total of 24 sheep. I want to get like 12 adults and then like maybe 12 infants.
Sounds excellent. Given our location and your intention to raise them for their wool, I would recommend going with Steinschaft sheep. They will be optimal wool producers for this climate. 12 adult sheep will run you $2,400, and 12 infant sheep will cost $50,866.
All right, so that's going to be $8,266. You know what? Let's do it. I need to get the sheep. So let's get that done. Now, it will take me 2 trips because my trailer only holds 12 sheep, but yes, I want the sheep. Now, quick question about the new farm down somewhere out in the valley there. I was wanting to talk to them about maybe making a deal with them, but I have no idea where they're located. Do you happen to know where the Hammond farm is?
You are just jumping from one topic to the next before we are done with the first topic. Let's wrap up the sheep first. I'll get the paperwork done and have the first load of sheep loaded into your trailer while we finish up the paperwork. Regarding the Hammond farm, if you follow the road past the new community market and restaurant they built, you will eventually come to the entrance to their farm.
Oh, ouch, calling me out. All right, let's get this paperwork done so I can get these sheep put into their new home. So got the animals all loaded into the trailer, and before we head back to the farm, I want to check out the Hammond farm and see if I can talk to them about making a deal. Now, Janessa said head past the market, past the restaurant, and just keep following this path. We don't really have roads out here. There's paths. And I think it's the main one because that's a sub-dirt road that goes probably nowhere. I don't know. But if I just follow this path, she said I can't miss it. And yeah, I definitely can't miss it because I can already see it there. Wow. They spent some money here. Wow. All right, so let me head down here. And Janessa did text me after I left saying she had texted Mark over at the farm, and he said to just come up to the main farmhouse and knock on the door, and he would meet me there. So let me head down this path here and get all the way down there to the house, which already looks massive, and knock on the door. Okay, so there's money, then there's money, and this is the ladder. Wow. All right, let me just pull up here. Just pull up front there, then I'll go up and knock on the door and see if I can see if they're interested in buying any silage, because I mean, wow.
Hello there. You must be Rambo. Janessa said you would be stopping by.
Yes, I'm Rambo, and you must be Mark. It's good to meet you.
Likewise, how can I help you?
Mark, the acquisition takeover is coming along nicely. Oh, who is this?
Becky, honey, this is Rambo. He owns a farm here in the valley that he inherited after his parents passed earlier this year.
Oh, that farm. Rambo, it is a pleasure to meet you. What brings you by today?
I wanted to stop by and introduce myself and see if you're interested in buying any silage bales. Currently my farm is, well, it's heavily focused on producing silage, but before I sell it to someone outside the area, I wanted to check in and see if you had any need for some silage.
Well, you're in luck. We require silage for feeding all the cows. My farm manager tells me we need approximately 500,000 liters of silage per year. Could you deliver that?
Oh wow, 500,000 liters? I don't think that would be a problem. I should be able to do that for you.
Fantastic news. Becky, dear, would you grab one of our contracts and fill it out for Rambo here for buying his silage?
Sure thing, honey.
What is the contract for?
There's nothing to worry about. It's a simple contract. We just like to have everything in writing so that there are no misunderstandings and everyone knows what is expected.
I guess that makes sense. Let's get it done. That was a little weird having to do a contract, but given the size of this operation and that he's in business, I guess it kind of makes sense. But they did say when I deliver the bales that up here on the left there should be a shed by the silos. Yep, here it is. They said just dropped off the bales there and they'll wire the money to my account. So seemed pretty simple. I don't know very much about contracts, but I'll probably send it over to my my friend, land manager, Justin, just to make sure everything's legit and all that. But I mean, it's just a contract to buy sell, so shouldn't be anything weird on that. But let me head back to the farm here and see if we can get some more work. And now that we know we need to deliver 500,000 liters of silage a year, I need to make sure I can meet that. I kind of just maybe bluffed a little bit, thinking that I need the money. That's really what it was. I sure hope I can do that. But you know, worst case, if I can't, it'll be a little bit short. Shouldn't be any big deal. But yeah, let's get back to the farm, get these sheep put away, and hopefully, big hope here. I think I do. I think I should have more than enough grass to do that. So, but either way, we'll figure it out. Made it back over here to the farm. So we're just gonna pull in here next to the sheep pen and then get all backed up here and get these sheep unloaded. Then I might head out into the field and just check and see how the mowing is going out there. He's probably almost done getting that field mowed, and if he is, then we'll need to get started on, well, having him bale up the grass so we can go grab the other load of sheep. Well, the worker he's just about done with his fields here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a helper going here on starting to bale up this grass, so we can start making some more silage bales, which hopefully means we'll have close to 500,000 liters. I'm really hoping now that I've promised it. But let me get this helper going, and then we'll head back into the town and pick up the rest of our sheep. Well, before I head into town, it's like, you know what, there's the silage now is kind of becoming important. So before we grab the rest of the sheep here, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of bale wrapping just to get a jump start on it so we can start getting some more bales going here. Because I want to make sure I am able to deliver on that contract. That's kind of important, I think. I need to remember when I get back at the end of the day to send that over to Justin to just kind of double check it and make sure everything's good. But there shouldn't be. I mean, they're probably trustworthy people, right? I hope. I really hope. Now that I've signed it. Just picked up the rest of the sheep here and looping around here, heading back towards the farm. I did run into Janessa, and now I'm a little nervous. She said I need to have Justin double check that contract because well, she has a feeling that the Hammonds are not all they're cracked up to be. So now I'm nervous. So let me get this back over to the farm, and then I'll be sure sure and let Justin know that I'm going to be sending this over tonight and have him double check it, because I do not do legalese or speak contracts or know anything like that. I'm now kind of maybe wishing I had him looked at it before I signed it, but oh well, it's what's done is done. Alright, back here on the farm, and I'm going to hop in the telehandler, head out to the field there, so we can start picking up some of the bells that have been wrapped already and finish wrapping the rest of those. I'm also going to send over that contract to Justin once I get that out here. I just want to get the bells all sorted out first. Now, Janessa did text me and say like, hey, if I want some cows, she can give me a good deal on those. So I might check that out, and between now and the next month, I might actually also get some cows if the deal is really good, like she says. So we'll see. But for now, I'm going to focus on getting the rest of this field finished up and wrapping up my day.
Dear friends and gentle hearts, the time has come to part. The jig is up now. So lay me down.
Hey Rambo, I was reviewing this contract and please tell me you haven't already signed it.
Yes, I already signed it. Should I not have? What's wrong?
Well, the contract has a couple of well-hidden clauses and some carefully placed wording that makes me think they have malicious intentions. For example, you must deliver 500,000 liters of silage by the end of each year, including this year, and it must be delivered all at once and in full. A partial delivery will not be accepted. Failure to deliver the full amount will incur a fee of $50,000. If this fee is not paid by the end of the year, a lien will be placed on your property. Also, you must deliver 100,000 liters of straw by the end of each year, including this year, and it must be delivered all at once and in full. Again, a partial delivery will not be accepted. Failure to deliver the full amount will incur a fee of $5,000. If this fee is not paid by the end of the year, a lien will be placed on your property. This is the type of contract a corporation would do if it were trying to take your land.
Wait, the deliveries happen this year? It's November. The year's almost over. I didn't see anything about starting this year.
It's in the fine print of another paragraph stating that the first delivery year will start the year the contract is signed and must be fulfilled for 5 consecutive years to fulfill the contract. Do you even have 500,000 liters of silage? I know you don't have any straw, but if you have enough silage, you will be able to cover the straw fee this year. At least the contract guarantees that they pay fair market value for the silage and straw.
I think I may have just enough silage to cover it. Man, what have I done? This contract could ruin me and cause me to lose the farm if I don't have enough silage.
It was a mistake, but if you have enough silage, you can survive this year, and we can make a plan for next year to ensure you're well prepared. Tell you what, look and see if you have enough silage and then text me and let me know. If you do, then let's fulfill the contract and move on.
I'll look into it and let you know right away.
Oh, one more thing before I let you go. I've rented a house in town and will be visiting in March. We can then review your farm and make a plan. Additionally, my daughter Erica will be accompanying me and may stay for a while to assist on the farm.
Sounds incredible, and it'd be so good to see Erica again. I actually haven't seen her since college. Yeah, it's been since college.
All right, Rambo. I need to run. But let me know once you look at your silage to see if you have enough or not.
Will do, and thank you again, Justin, for all your help. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh man, I think I really messed up here. I don't know if I have 500,000 liters. I was just kind of thinking, well, shoot for the moon, and if you don't make it, well, at least you'll be able to give them close to what they want. But man, I can't believe I did that. All right, well, I'm going to get a worker to help out here because I need to go check and see how much silage I have, because now I'm kind of freaking out here a little bit. So I barely met it. I mean, barely. Of all the bells I have, there's silage. I have one extra one. I have 500,000 liters plus one bell. I have a couple other bells that are still grass, haven't fully fermented yet, but yeah. This is kind of mess up my plans here with the cows, because I was planning on having some silage for them. I've been giving them hay, gave them a hay bell, but yeah, I'm gonna have to basically get rid of all of my silage for this contract. So let's take this load down. I'm gonna have to do 2 loads to get it all, but we're gonna start off with this load here. I'll take it down there, get it delivered, and do our second load, and then I'm gonna have to pay the fee for the straw because I don't know what, man, I totally set myself up for failure on this. And the worst part is I'm gonna have to rethink the plans for what to plant in the spring because 100,000 liters of straw is a lot of straw, and I need straw for my cows. I mean, I really want to go into cows. I mean, that's kind of one of my secret dreams there is, kind of want to, grow the cow part of the farm and secretly be a cattle baron. It's always been kind of my goal, but now I'm not so sure that can happen. So let me head over here, get this first load delivered, and then head back and grab the second load and at least get the money, pay the fee for the straw, and then go from there. All right, just getting the rest of these bales loaded up here for our second trip, and I'm kind of surprised. The silage is good money, really good money. We got fair market value on those bales. That first load got us 64,000. We'll have a lot less on this load, but still good money. Because I'm delivering all of it at once, well, in 2 trips, they went ahead and wired me the money for the amount that I've delivered so far, and I haven't told them yet about the straw because I want to get the silage money first, and then I'll tell them about the straw and pay the fee on that because I don't have $5,000 well before getting that delivered, so I needed the silage money to pay the fee. But let me get the rest of these bales loaded up here, and then I'll do the second delivery and pay the fee, and we'll be done with them for this year, and we'll start worrying about next year, next year. And just pulling up here to the farm, and I'll be glad to have this done and not have to worry about it until next year. Plan things out once Mark gets here. Make sure I have enough, grain crops in the ground to get the straw and all that, and also make sure I have enough grass to make all the silage. But let's get this delivered and get paid, and then pay them the fee. Well, in total, we made $102,000 off the silage. I'm just getting turned around here. I've already sent them the $5,000 for the straw. They didn't seem too happy that I didn't tell them till after. I think they definitely don't have good intentions. I think they're after my land. I don't know why. I mean, it doesn't make sense. There's plenty of open land here, and I don't get what's so special about my land. But anyways, we're going to head into town, and I'm going to talk with Frank because I want to lease another tractor and a plow, because given the whole straw thing there, we're going to need to make some more fields for grain crops. And I might as well get it done now because come spring we need to plant, and so the more work I can get now before the ground freezes, the better off I'm going to be come spring. So I want to try and get the ground plowed up for the fields where I want to put grain crops in, and I'm going to also try, I don't know if I'll have time, but I also want to do the rock picking now, so that when it comes time for spring, it'll be pretty much just, do some liming, fertilizing, planting, and all that stuff. At least that's the plan I have for now. We'll figure out the rest of that come springtime when Justin's here. All right, $16,000 later, got a plow. This one's a little bit bigger than the last one, and also got a tractor, which again is a little bit bigger. And the other one was plenty big. This one it's bigger, has more power, more modern too, which is why we're spending more money. But it was a combination of 2 things. One of the fields I want to do is on a hillside, so I need more power, and 2, it also is the only options I had. That's all he had available, so it is what it is. The first reason doesn't really matter because the second reason is the true reason. We got this all hooked up here, so let's head back to the farm and get started on doing some plowing, and hopefully I can get there's 2 fields I want to get plowed up, and hopefully I can get those done before the end of the day, because I can't afford to rent this for another day. It's too expensive. Made it back here to the farm, and gonna start off with wrapping the bells on this field. I have our helper out there mowing on another field that's ready to be mowed, so we're gonna start wrapping these bells, and then I'm gonna have to use the telehandler to go pick them up and move them into our bale shed, because I left the truck and trailer down at the store. So yeah, we'll have to do that. I think it's only like maybe 6 or 7 bells, so it's not too bad. But with these bells wrapped and then get them picked up, and then what I'll do is I'll hire a helper to start on the plowing on this field, and then I'll get someone in this tractor to start working on the belling on the other field and come back over here and finish the plowing. It all sounds very complicated, but yeah, we're just trying to get as much done as fast as possible, given that I'm pretty much out of silage, and I need silage for the cows because they like that. They like it a lot. Got a worker all ready to go here. They're gonna get started on plowing the field, and I'm gonna hop here in the telehandler and grab the last 3 bells. And I guess they want to go the other way. You know, everyone has their preference. Some like going clockwise, some like going counterclockwise. This guy likes going clockwise. That's fine. That's fine. All right, so let me sure. Oh yeah, they're good. They're good. He's got it. All right, let's hop in here, and I'm gonna grab these last 3 bells and get them put away, and then I'm gonna go check on the other field, and then I'll probably come over here and take over the rest of the plowing. All right, back here in, I'm gonna call this thing the big boy. This thing's so massive, you know, and it's pulling this plow like it's nothing. I mean, this is probably definitely overkill for this plow, but you know what? Hey, I'd rather have too much power than not enough. More power. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. I'm just still so kind of upset about the whole contracting thing. Anyways, you know, it's done. We're done with it for this year. So let's just move on and focus on the farm. So I'm speaking of that, focused on the farm here. I'm going to continue on with plowing up the rest of this field here, and then yeah, we'll probably move on to the next field I want to plow after since I'm done here. And this is actually going by pretty fast. So this plow it's a bigger plow than the other one, and this has more power, and we're able to actually move faster. So yeah, we should get this field done here pretty fast. Well, we're almost done here, and when I said pretty fast, it actually went by pretty fast. It's been about an hour since I've said that, and this is the last row, last pass. We're done. Well, almost done. We're close enough to being done to say done. So I'm gonna get this plow folded up and head over to the other field, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'll have a helper hire someone to get started on that field, so I can go over to the other field, check out and see how we're doing over there, because I think they should be done mowing and possibly getting close to being done with baling, hopefully. But I'm gonna go over there and check it out and just see how they're doing. So let me get this over to the other field and get someone started on that, because time is flying by. We're in November. We only have a couple more hours of daylight, so I need to keep everyone moving along. Well, I was right. They have done all the mowing. The other worker is getting pretty far on the belling. They've got a lot of bells done, which is good to see. Because these bells, I can keep what I need and then sell the rest, and make some money. And I know one thing I'm going to be saving up. I'm going to put away this emergency fund just in case, something bad happens, given this stupid contract. But I'm going to get the rest of these bells here that have been made, get these wrapped, because I want to get these also wrapped before end of the day so they can start fermenting right away. I have a helper over there on the other field that we're plowing up. So we'll end up with 3 plowed fields. They're working on that 3rd one now, and we have someone over here finishing up the baling. So I'm just going to continue on getting the rest of these bales all wrapped up, and so that way, hopefully by the end of the day, we'll have all of our bales wrapped and all 3 fields plowed. Well, 2 of them done, so we'll have that last field plowed before the end of the day. That's our goal for right now. All right, we're over here, back over on this tractor doing some plowing, and yes, I know the ideal situation would have been to mow this up and make a whole bunch of bells, but we have a time issue here, and I want to make sure I'm getting this plowed up before the end of the day, because I don't want to have to pay another leasing cost. So we're gonna take a little bit of a loss here by not, and I missed a spot 2 there. This thing has a really tight turning radius. I love it. I'm gonna have to look into getting a tractor like this at some point down the road. It's gonna be way down the road, but at some point. I wonder how much these cost. I don't know. I will have to find that out. But anyways, yeah, so we're in time constraint here, so I'm gonna get the rest of this field plowed up here before it gets dark, and that's a priority right now, because this right here, doing this is very expensive. Again, we spent $16,000. Granted, we're gonna get some of that back when we get, return it. Then we'll be able to wash it this time, so we'll be able to get most of our security deposit back, which is going to be awesome, but still, it was very expensive. It is views like this that just make me so happy to be a farmer. I did not get these views in the city. I didn't get anything in the city. This is just amazing. I mean, yes, there's some stress, and it's making money is almost impossible, it seems like, but you know what? It's relaxing, and the scenery is just beautiful. And this is why I love farming right here. Finished up all the plowing. Yes, it's getting dark, but we finished up the plowing. So I'm gonna pull up here, and we're gonna give this thing a wash down, so that way we can maximize the amount of the deposit we get back and get everything nice and clean. Because yeah, I don't want to have to pay a cleaning fee on this, because that was expensive if you remember from last time. So yeah, these little power washers were a little spendy, but they are going to be worth it, because we're going to be having to lease stuff for, well, at least for the first couple of years, maybe long. We are back here in town as the sun is setting, and got all the plowing done I wanted to get done, so it's kind of a win. Let me just park this here, and I'm gonna run in, talk to Frank, and find out how much of our deposit we're gonna get back. Hopefully it will be all of it. All right, we got $6,267 back from our security deposit, which is awesome. That does reduce the cost a little bit, but it's still a lot. But we had to plow the land. There was just no options. It had to be done. So yeah, we're at $87,000, which is pretty darn good. And I'm gonna head back to the farm, and I think I will probably call it a day. It's been a long and stressful day, and I'm ready to just go home, make some dinner, and relax, and maybe read a book or watch a movie. I don't know. I'm just gonna go home, relax, and call it a day.
Dear friends and gentle hearts, the time has come to part. The jig is up now, so lay me down. So when the world gets dark, know I loved you from the start. Listen to the words I sang to you. Listen to